back once again here to Racer Arena. We are just moments away from the penultimate game of this regular season for both of these teams. The Racers and SIUE will battle it out for the OVC regular season title and the right to host the OVC tournament. SIUE won last night against Austin Peay. It was a 3-set win, 25-17, 25-22, and 26-24. SIUE is guaranteed at least the number 2 seed, but like we said, can take number 1 seed away from Murray State. They need to win in 3 or 4 sets. If the Racers extend this to 5, they have clinched home court for the OVC title. It will be senior setter Hannah Stoltz back to serve to start this match off. Set out wide for 14, and the block is not there as Emily Harrison will finish and get the first kill of the game for the Cougars. Katie Shashak's serve is sent in, and immediately we see the premise of that block. The presence is there as Emily Harrison looked like she got all of that one as Ingram is stuffed. Once again, Shashak sends it in low. Lorenz dives. Ingram sends it softly over the top. Another touch shot. And now Chapman sends this over and finds the soft spot. A smart shot from Olivia Chapman. The double block was there. All she could do was float it over the top. Now Scottie Ingram back to serve. Out wide now, a big time kill attempt, but Ellie Lorenz with the dig. Set now by Besselson. Audrey Lewis is blocked, dug up by Chapman. Besselson sends it through the block, and it finds its way to the court. A deep service. Set now middle, that's Jones. Bump set for Ingram. Ingram with a touch shot, dug up. Dig by Ellie Lorenz. Both teams playing well on the defense as Chapman in the middle finishes, and the Racers are on a 3-0 run to take the 3-2 lead here early in set number 1. Another deep service. The curl and somehow saved. Went off the face of Ellie Lorenz. Now Kristen Besselson sends this one into the net. And we are tied. Lorenz took one to the face, but Audrey Lewis aware, able to pop it over. Now back to serve is Mallory Mangan as she checked in. Bump set for Audrey Lewis, double blocks there, it goes off the top, high. Set middle for Jones, and Ellie Lorenz backpedaling, can't quite sprawl out to get to this one. Mangan will serve it again. Back set for Besselson. And it hits the pylon. That will be out. And a point for the Cougars. The Cougars now on a 3-point run. Set middle for Chapman. Double block is there. Dug up by the Racers. Besselson sends it over, dug by Mangan. And a great shot from number 7, Jackie Scott, as that finds its space right in front of the back line. And a 4-point run now for the Cougars as they extend their lead 6-3. Bump set now for Ingram on the back line. One blocker, it goes around, dug up. Set for Besselson. Double block makes it there, but it goes out of bounds. Great use of the block by Besselson. And the Racers stop the run. Daisha Brown checks in. Chapman checks out. And now Ellie Lorenz back to serve. Overshot. And winning the joust at the net will be Daisha Brown for the Racers. Great dig by Hannah Stoltz there. And now Ingram from the back line firing once again against the one blocker. But they respond. The Cougars give it right to Jones in the middle. And she records the kill. Now subbing in is Ashley Witt, a junior outside hitter. As Jackie Scott sends this one into play. Just needing to get it over, Audrey Lewis does. And this was the freshly checked in Ashley Witt sends this one into the net. And the Racers will take the point. 7-6 here, set number 1. Besselson sends it into play high. Jones with the push shot. Over on 2 is Stoltz. They were ready for it. Bump set now for Audrey Lewis. Block is there. Daisha Brown goes over on 2. Now for Jones, dug by Ingram. Bump set for Besselson. And Besselson sends it wide. The Cougars will take the point. At that point there was the level of volleyball we should expect to see here all night as Taylor Jones steps back to serve for the Cougars. Daisha Brown in the middle, and this is a great strike as it finds its way to the corner. Now checking in for the Racers, number 4, Alex Kaufman, and Audrey Lewis will take a seat. Set out wide, that's Witt. Kaufman with the dig. Bump set for Besselson. Back set for number 11, Taylor held, and that ball was crushed. The Cougars continue to rotate players in. Now Samantha Knight back to serve for the Cougars. Curl for Ingram, and Ingram finishes that one. The Racers have used that exact play to great effectiveness this year. And now Daisha Brown on the service. Off the double block. Set out wide for Ingram. Double block is there. It goes off the hands. Dug up by the Cougars. And this is Ashley Witt fitting it between the 2 blockers and finding its way to the court. Now checking in is number 6, Dylan Ott. And she will head back to serve for the Cougars. And it will be a service ace as Kaufman can't quite handle it. Might have been a little bit of miscommunication between her and Besselson. Besselson takes this one, slight overpass. Stoltz is able to save it, and then Ingram with a heady play just touches it over and lets it fall. Now Hannah Stoltz back to serve. Set middle, off the double block, and that was a kill by Carly Ramich. Now back to serve for the Cougars, number 3, Katie Shishak. Ingram with the bump set, sends it over for Besselson. Besselson may have been out with that shot, but the attempt sends it towards the net. Misplay by the Cougars, and the Racers will take that point. Now Ingram back to serve. on the curl. Block is there, somehow kept alive, and now Ingram sends it over. The Racers are playing very well at the net, responding to these missed hits, and Audrey Lewis will finish over the top. That was number 7, it looked like, Jackie Scott, trying to make a play. Goes off her hands and out of bounds. Set out wide now, Scott. Stoltz bump set for Besselson, and the double block is there. Besselson gets stuffed. In the early goings, we already have 5 blocks accounted for by SIUE. Set for Besselson. It was a quick short set. A touch signaled by the referee. Looks like the Cougars touched it, and Besselson will record the kill. Now Ellie Lorenz. A bad first touch, and the Cougars are going to have to get this over in 3 softly. Set for Brown in the middle. A great dig. Now a joust, and that joust is won. Jones versus Daisha Brown. Brown was slow getting there. And back to a 14-12 lead for the Cougars. This is Jackie Scott back to serve. Bump set for Ingram. Ingram goes over the top of the 2 blocks. What a dig by Hannah Stoltz, but the Racers can't do much with it, as they just have to send it over in 3. Another attempt now. This is Besselson, dug up this time. That was Taylor held. And now Ingram from the back line. No one in front of the net. And what a play with the left hand. Taylor Jones just taps it over. It looked like the pass was going out wide to Witt, and Jones cuts it off with the left hand. Now for Daisha Brown in the middle. Double block deflection, it's caught. Now Daisha Brown again, and this time Daisha Brown puts it down. The Racers get the point. 15-13 here in set number 1. Kristen Besselson now serving. And this serve goes wide and out of play for a service error. Now Taylor Jones. Back set for Audrey Lewis, and Audrey Lewis sends it out. No touch signaled by the referee, so it will be a point for the Cougars. And we are going to get our first timeout here. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back here on the OVC Digital Network. We're back here at Racer Arena in set number 1. SIUE leads 17-13. They've won 4 of the last 5 points, and it is Taylor Jones back to serve for the Cougars. And this was Daisha Brown, hits it off the double block, and it goes out of play. A great use of the block to her advantage as she hit it off the outside palm of the defender. Now Alex Kaufman will serve for the Racers. Sends it long, and they are going to call it out. It was a service error. More substitutions for SIUE. And it will be Samantha Knight now back to serve for the Cougars. Set in the middle for Daisha Brown, and Brown sends it out of play. No touch signaled. So the Cougars now have 6 of the last 8 points. Bump set for Besselson. The block is there, saved by Ellie Lorenz. Double block again, Ingram is stuffed. And there's going to be a signal for 4 hits They're going to say the block did not affect that hit, that it was actually the net that sent the ball back into play. Over and 2 is Stoltz, and Stoltz finds the back corner. Unprepared that time were the Cougars, and Stoltz takes advantage. Now Daisha Brown to serve, down by 5. Overpass, Stoltz saves it. And now they're going to get Kristen Besselson for a double hit on the set attempt. Heading back to serve for the Cougars is number 6, Dylan Ott. Overpass, Stoltz shoves it down. Stoltz with 2 kills within the last 3 points. And now we're going to see a substitution. The freshman, Rachel Justino, checking in for the Racers. Hannah Stoltz with the service. Great dig by Ellie Lorenz for Justino, and Justino gets a point and a kill in her first attempt in this match. 21-17 now. Stoltz still back to serve. In the middle, double block is there. And now the Cougars just have to send it over in 3. Out wide for Ingram. Double block is there this time, and it finds its way to the court. That was a combination of Emily Harrison and Carly Ramich on the block. 3 points away now are the Cougars from taking set number 1. Shishak sent this in. And now Chapman with a nice play off the block. And the Racers get another point. Scottie Ingram now serving. And this will be a double hit called on the Cougars, as it was number 12, Samantha Knight, the guilty party. A deep service by Ingram, and unable to control it, that was Shishak. And the Racers have 3 in a row now, 22-19, and this will prompt a timeout from the Cougars. The Racers had just checked in number 5, Camille Jones, so they are already employing a few different players out here. We've seen a platoon of players come out of the Cougars lineup, several players coming off the bench, and many making an impact. So far, Jones leading the way, though, as she has 4 kills for the Cougars, 2 total blocks. Harrison with 2 total blocks. Ramich and Scott each have 1. There are 5 players for the Cougars that have recorded a kill. For the Racers, it's Besselson with 4 kills, Brown with 3, Chapman with 3, and Stoltz and Ingram with 2 apiece. Stoltz does have 12 assists on the Murray 20 points. And Ellie Lorenz, early in this match, already has recorded 8 digs. The Racers have just 1 block to SIUE's 6. Back to play here as the Cougars timeout is over, and it will be Scottie Ingram on the service. Overpass, and the Racers take advantage. That was Chapman at the net. A bad first touch off the service from Dylan Ott. This one better on the curl, and it is going to be in play. They're going to say that it did hit the corner, so that snaps the Racers' 4-point run. And now the Cougars 23-21, just 2 points away. Mallory Mangan with the serve. Back set for Justino, hits the pylon, and that will be out of play. It is set point for the Cougars, and the Racers will take a timeout. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back here on the OVC Digital Network. Once again, welcome back here to Racer Arena. The Cougars have set point as they lead the Racers 24-21 in set number 1. And it will be Mallory Mangan back to serve. Set out wide for Camille Jones. Off the double block, it's dug up. Set middle, Jones, and a pancake dig by Stoltz, and Chapman will get the kill. The impressive play there was the pancake dig by Stoltz as Jones placed a touch shot just over the block. Off the double block, Stoltz chases it down. She's going to be able to get to it. And now over in 3 as Camille Jones just sends it over on a bump. Double block is there, and it will go out of bounds. Stoltz gives it the effort, but can't get there. And the Cougars take set number 1, 25-22. The Racers have now lost a set at home in their last 3 home matches after going all season without losing a single set at home. Between sets, we'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back here on the OVC Digital Network. Welcome back here to Racer Arena, where the Cougars took set number 1 in what is ultimately the regular season championship game. A rarity in the OVC, but we have one here as 1 versus 2 is going down right now. Cougars looking to take over that 1 spot, and they are 1 set closer to it. Quick look at stats from the first set. Taylor Jones with 5 kills and is hitting a .385 clip. Leading the way for the Racers is Besselson with 4, and Hannah Stoltz recorded 12 assists in the first set. It'll be the Cougars to send the first ball into play here in set number 2, and this is Ott. Set for Ingram. Ingram over the top, and they're going to get number 7, Jackie Scott, for being into the net. So the Racers will take point number 1. Now Hannah Stoltz sends it into play. A deep service taken by Shishak. A push shot, great dig by Ellie Lorenz laying out. Now Ingram just sends it over. And a smart shot, but a missed shot. As it looked like that was number 5, Carly Ramage, sent it over quick on 1, but it was just wide. A little bit of a discussion going on between the coaches of the Cougars and the referees as they're trying to get clarification on that call. And we're back to play now. It is Stoltz. And Stoltz with the service error, a rarity for her. And it is now 2-1. Ingram with a big-time kill. This one goes off the hands and into the stands. And the Racers back on top, 3-1. Back set now on the curl. Great dig, but it's an overpass and popped over. Besselson tried to find the corner, but misses. It's about all she could do with that, as the pass was sent far towards the net by Ingram. Service taken by Lorenz. Set out wide for Camille Jones. Double block is there. Goes over top. Now in the middle for Jones. And this ball is sent long and out of play. That was Dylan Ott, the freshman from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Ellie Lorenz now serving. Back set. Single blocker was there, and Besselson goes over, had one in front. That was Jones contesting. Set out wide for Camille Jones. Double block makes it, but can't get there to contest in time, and Camille Jones puts it down. The Racers now lead 5-2 in set 2. A short set sent over. Couple of great digs from both sides as Jones sends this one over. Now Daisha Brown, double block stops it. Bumped over by Besselson, sent over and won by Jones. And now Camille Jones with another kill as she is utilizing that block with precision. No one able to get to it for the second set. A little bit of miscommunication from the Cougars. So the hit by Jackie Scott is rushed and goes out of bounds. We have a timeout, Cougars. We'll take a quick break. Be back here on the OVC Digital Network. Welcome back to Racer Arena. You're watching Murray State Volleyball here on the OVC Digital Network as they're taking on the visiting SIUE Cougars in a championship match. The Racers lost set number 1, 25-22, but have a lead here in set number 2, 7-2, and it will be Ellie Lorenz with the service. Set middle, double block is there, tapped at the net, kept alive by Daisha Brown, and Camille Jones, another good strike, dug up this time by the Cougars. Now for Camille Jones. Once again, Camille Jones is tooling the block. We talked about it in the open. That is what the Racers need to do if they're going to get the ball beyond this double block. They're going to have to utilize the angles and tool the blockers. Set across here, and a diving attempt by Ellie Lorenz is not going to get there as Jackie Scott will record the kill. And now Jackie Scott will head back to serve for the Cougars. Cougars just stopped a 4-0 run by the Racers. And now Besselson, double block is there. Picked up by Camille Jones. Now Daisha Brown, and Brown goes just over the top. Perfect topspin. It finds its way to the court. And the Racers take back that 6-point lead, 9-3. Besselson back to serve. Set middle for Jones, and Jones with a soft touch shot. Perfect placement, and Jones will get the kill. Now Jones to serve. Set for Camille Jones. And this is going to be a deflection called by the referees. And it will be a point for the Racers as Camille Jones will get yet another kill. Alex Kaufman subs in for the Racers, and she'll head back to serve. Bump set all the way across. A great dig by Ellie Lorenz, but unable to chase it down is Besselson. A great effort by the senior libero, but not quite enough, as it will be now number 12, Samantha Knight, checking in for the Cougars. Besselson with a bump set. Ingram sends it over from deep. Over in 2. And now Daisha Brown through the double block. And after the point, Daisha Brown will head back to serve. And with Ellie Lorenz out, look for Kaufman to patrol that libero position for the Racers. Besselson from the back line. And a big-time kill from Emily Harrison. A good sharp angle on that shot attempt. Now another substitution for the Cougars. It is number 8, Tessa Amsden, checking in to serve. A short service goes into the net. Service error, and the Racers retain that 6-point lead, 12-6. Hannah Stoltz on the service. A huge block from Kristen Besselson. Jackie Scott went up, and it was a single blocker. Besselson sends it back down to the court. An overpass goes off the net. The Cougars just have to send it over. Free play for the Racers. Besselson's big-time kill is dug up. Now Ingram. And Ingram sends it powerfully through the double block and onto the court. 3 straight points now for the Racers as they extend it to a 14-6 lead. We'll take another break as the Cougars take another timeout on the OVC Digital Network. Welcome back here to our Racer Arena. The Racers lead 14-6 here in set number 2, but trail 1-0 to the visiting Cougars in the regular season finale. These two teams battling for the number 1 seed and to play host of the OVC tournament. Stoltz sends this one into play off the service. On the slice, that is number 14, Emily Harrison. And out of the timeout, the Cougars come back with a nice play, and they end a 3-0 run by the Racers. This is the libero, Katie Sheshak, on the service. Set middle for Ingram. Ingram with the touch shot, and Jones was able to get a piece, but no one able to react to get the secondary touch. And Ingram with a nice soft shot kill. Ingram now back to serve. And this kill attempt by number 7, Jackie Scott, goes long and wide. The Racers now lead by 9, 16-7. On the curl once again. And they are going to call a touch by the Racers as number 14, Emily Harrison, was on the slice. And now serving for the Cougars is number 19, Mallory Mangan. Set all the way outside for Camille Jones. And a joust at the net. And Chapman doesn't even have to touch it as it just falls back to the court. So the kill attempt by Jones, too much to handle for the Cougars. And the Racers get the point. Lorenz sent this into play. Jones with a nice soft touch, but blocked at the net. Daisha Brown was ready for it. And the Racers continue to pull away here in set number 2. Now lead 18-8. And this shot is mishit by number 11, Taylor Held. And the Racers are on another 3-point run. They've had 2 3-point runs and a 4-point run here in this set. No blockers jump up, a free shot, but no advantage taken as Kristen Besselson is able to get the kill. And now we're gonna have a quick discussion between 2 referees. There may be some discrepancy that it went outside of the pylon or maybe even touched the pylon. And the ruling will retain the point for the Racers. 4 straight now, and the Racers lead 20-8. And a service ace now by Ellie Lorenz as this one gets up on the body of number 8, Tessa Amsden. 5 in a row now. Back set. And a good kill there from Jackie Scott to stop the bleeding. In this set, the Cougars have not rattled off back-to-back points yet. They'll look to do so here as Jackie Scott's back to serve. Daisha Brown, double block is there. Jones puts it over, now out to Camille Jones. Double block again. One more time, Camille Jones, dug up by Shashak. This one dug by Ellie Lorenz. Now Besselson, and Besselson gets the kill. And Besselson will head back to serve for the Racers. 3 points away from taking set number 2. And a service ace. Shashak unable to get low enough to get to this one. 23-9. The Racers lead in set number 2. Out wide, dug up by Ingram. She's kicking herself. That would have been out of play. But Camille Jones gets blocked at the net. The double block attempt with Taylor Jones in the area. Now Jones back to serve. Besselson with the bump set all the way over for Camille Jones. Camille Jones sends it down to the ground right in front of Taylor Jones. And now the Racers have set point. It'll be Alex Kaufman back to serve. And we are awaiting the substitution. It'll be Camille Jones coming off and Kaufman coming in. The referee looking over the rotation sheet to verify. The man working the rotations today has his hands full with this Cougars team as they have been rotating in and out multiple players. It's hard enough for me to keep up. And the crowd now getting into it. We have quite a crowd here for the Racers in this final home game and senior night. Now having a discussion between the referee and the head coach of the Cougars. And now reporting the same thing to the Racers coach, Dave Schwebker. Well, folks, it's been an exciting game so far. The first set was much closer, 25-22. It was a back and forth affair, but the Cougars ended up escaping and holding on to that 3-point lead that they held throughout most of the first set. And it looks like we're gonna need a call for stats, so maybe we'll take a quick break here and we'll come back here when they get back to action here on the OVC Digital Network. All right, we are back here at Racer Arena. Whatever was going on looks to be sorted out. We'll figure out what that was all about after this set as we go to half. It is Alex Kaufman back to serve. Racers with set point. Just touched over. Pancake dig by Ellie Lorenz. It is there. And Besselson with the kill attempt. Dug up by Shashak. Bumped over. Free play for the Racers. Out wide for Ingram. Double block is there. Daisha Brown with the dig. Ingram's kill attempt goes off the block. And now a big time block. It was Daisha Brown putting it down. The Racers win set number 2, 25-10. We'll head to halftime here. The Racers and the Cougars tied 1 set apiece. We'll be back here after the break on the OVC Digital Network. It will be Hannah Stoltz to send it into play here in set number 3. A good double fake on the slice attempt. And now the kill goes to number 14, Emily Harrison, as she's able to utilize the block to her advantage. And SIUE jumps out to the first point. This is the slice, Chapman, and Chapman with a big kill. Chapman now takes the lead in kills for the Racers. That is her 7th. She was hitting .857 prior to that attempt. Another slice attempt and a soft touch shot this time by Emily Harrison. Back and forth we go in set number 3. Now Mallory Mangan will serve for the Cougars. Camille Jones sends this one straight into the net. And back-to-back points now for the Cougars. 3-1. Mangan continues to serve. And will target Ingram once again. And Ingram can't get low enough for this one. We'll see if Mangan sends another one in the direction of Scottie Ingram. This time Ellie Lorenz cuts it off. And Besselson with a big-time kill to stop the run of the Cougars. Besselson now has 7 kills, and she is just 3 kills away from a milestone. Camille Jones sends this one over. Now set back and sent long with no touch. That was number 7, Jackie Scott. She sent that one errant. Now Ellie Lorenz will send it into play again. Out wide, double block is there, but no one able to get the cleanup. And it'll be a kill for number 11, Taylor Held. Jackie Scott now to serve. Overpass. Besselson unable to handle the serve. And Besselson goes over on 2, dug up. Set middle for Daisha Brown, off the double block, dug again. Taylor Jones this time finishes from her middle position as Stoltz was there, but could only get a hand on it. And now she'll throw the towel off the court. And Jackie Scott with the serve. For Besselson. And just bumped over. Set middle for Daisha Brown. And it will find its way into the corner. Looked like it may have caught the back line. And Daisha Brown gets the kill. That is her 7th. And Kristen Besselson with the service error. The Cougars will jump back out to a 7-4 lead. And now Taylor Jones with the serve. Camille Jones, double block is there, and she uses it to her advantage. Pops it off the top, and it goes out of bounds. Camille Jones with her 6th kill. Now Alex Kaufman with the service. All the way across, and we're going to get a double hit. A double hit called on the Cougars. Bump set, sent over softly. Ingram with the dig, and now Ingram with the kill attempt. That is an overshoot, and Ingram tried to finish it. It looked like number 11, Taylor Held, just had her body on the ground. It popped off of her, but no one aware enough to make the play, and Ingram will get the kill. Double block gets a piece. Over on 2. Able to dig it up are the Cougars. Double block this time by Daisha Brown and Hannah Stoltz. And the Racers have scored 4 straight to take the lead, 8-7. The Cougars take a timeout, and we'll take one too. We'll be right back here on the OVC Digital Network. Welcome back here to our Racer Arena in the regular season finale and the essentially regular season championship game. The Racers lead set number 2, 8-7. Kaufman sending this into play. They are tied 1 set apiece. And this kill attempt by number 16, Ashley Witt, will find its way in. And the timeout does some good as the Cougars stop the 4-0 run by the Racers. Now serving is number 12, Samantha Knight. Set out wide for Ingram. Double block is able to get there, and they will stuff that shot. A combination of Emily Harrison and Carly Ramich as they able to shift over and get in front of Ingram. Ingram fakes the curl, but they are not fooled as Daisha Brown gets it in the middle. And the double block once again, Harrison and Ramich. 10-8, the Cougars have pulled ahead. Now on the curl, it's Ingram, and Ingram tries the soft shot. It goes out of bounds. So following the timeout, the Cougars have gone on a 4-point run of their own, and the Racers will take a timeout. We'll take another quick break here on the OVC Digital Network. During that timeout, head coach Dave Schweppker took a quick moment to chat with his setter, Hannah Stoltz. Possibly something about disguising these plays, and this will be Ingram on the slice with the kill. So both teams utilize the timeout, able to come out and stop a 4-0 run. And Daisha Brown will now serve. Off the double block, a big-time kill from Ashley Witt. The Cougars lead 12-9 here in set number 3. Back to serve was Dylan Ott. And in the middle, Chapman gets blocked. Now a back set. Double block rotates a little late. Ingram had a good look. Over on 2 is Stoltz. Bump set. And Kaufman able to set it over. A great effort by the Racers as Ellie Lorenz put a hand on it. Ingram dove but couldn't quite get there. And the Cougars have jumped out to a 4-point advantage. Ott with the service. Bumped over by Ellie Lorenz. Out wide now, that's Brooks. Overpass on the kill attempt as Kaufman couldn't handle it, and it is slammed down by Emily Harrison. Now a substitution for the Racers as we'll see Chapman come out and Justino comes back in. She made an appearance in set number 1. They set it for Ingram. Ingram's blocked. And a joust at the net won by the Cougars. That's number 5, Carly Ramich, that pushed it down. And another 4-point run for the Cougars as they now lead by 5. For Justino. She goes around the block, but it does get dug. And now bumped over by Stoltz. Brooks with a touch. And a second hit by Kaufman, unable to control it as she was laying out. 5 in a row now for the Cougars as they extend their advantage here in set number 3. The Cougars took set 1 25-22. The Racers won set 2 25-10. And now the Cougars lead 16-9. Timeout Racers. And we'll take a quick break. Be back here on the OVC Digital Network. Welcome back to Racer Arena. The Cougars lead 17-9 here in set number 3. It has been Dylan Ott serving for the past 6 points. Lorenz bump set for Justino from the back line, sends this one into the middle of the net. And it is a 7-point run for the Cougars. The Cougars have taken 11 of the last 12 points. Justino, double block is there. Ellie Lorenz digs it up. Double block rotates, gets in front of Ingram. And a kill comes from Emily Harrison. 8 in a row for the Cougars. 19-9. Overpass. Stoltz able to track it. Good team defense by the Cougars. And a soft touch. Lorenz is there. Another great defensive play by the Cougars. And then Stoltz tries to go over on 2, sends it into the net. And SIUE is just pulling away here in set number 3. Set for Justino, and Justino sends it straight into the block, caught it off her own chest. Besselson with a great play to get under that one. And the block this time, number 5, Carly Ramich, as Ingram gets blocked. 10 points in a row for the Cougars, 21-9. And Dylan Ott finally sends one out of play, and the run is over, and Ott can stop serving now. This will be Hannah Stoltz serving for the Racers. A big-time kill from Emily Harrison. And the Cougars back out in front by 12. It'll be libero Katie Shashak with the service. For Scottie Ingram, and the double block was late getting there, so Ingram had a free look. And Scottie Ingram, 2-time OVC Player of the Year, will not miss an open look. She sends this service into play. Dug by Ellie Lorenz. Bump set for Besselson. Double block was late. Besselson's shot does get dug though. Sent out wide for Camille Jones. Camille Jones gets it past the double block and to the ground. The Racers with back-to-back points. Still trail by 10. This was Taylor Jones, and she's blocked at the net. Chapman and Besselson were there to combine on the effort. Overpass. Jones will set it up. Blocked by Besselson. And the Racers trying to claw their way back into it. Still trail by 8. And the Cougars will call a timeout. We'll take a quick break. Be back here on the OVC Digital Network. Welcome back into Racer Arena once again. The Racers facing off against the Cougars in the championship match to end the regular season. It is Ingram back to serve. This set is critical for the Cougars. If it goes to 5, they will not have first place. And this is going to be Emily Harrison with the kill. Went off the block of Olivia Chapman. The Cougars need to win in 3 or 4 sets. If it goes to 5, the Racers are the 1 seed. Win or lose. Besselson with the kill. It is an 8-point game. The Cougars just 2 away from taking set number 3, however. Touch shot, Daisha Brown with the dig. Camille Jones sends it hard at Shashak. And we are going to get a call. It will be a double hit. A double hit against the Cougars. The Racers trying to inch their way back in. Not many points left to spare. Besselson with the bump. Daisha Brown with the hit. Tapped over. Sent in the middle. Daisha Brown with the block on Jones. And now it is Kristen Besselson with the block. That was number 11, Taylor Held on the attempt. And Besselson with the block. 6 points now separate these two teams. Taylor Held doesn't miss this time. Middle of the court, nobody in front. It is set point for the Cougars in a very important set for them. Back set for Besselson. Double block gets there. Goes high off the block. And then this one rides the net, rolls all the way, and finds space in the court. 25-17, the Cougars will take set number 3. The first team to take 2 sets from the Racers on this home court. We'll take a quick break as they swap sides, and we'll be right back here on the OVC Digital Network. Welcome back here to Racer Arena. We're going to take a quick look at the stats now through 3 sets, as the Cougars have won set number 1, 25-22. The Racers took set number 2, 25-10. Then the Cougars won set 3, 25-17. If the Cougars lose another set, regardless of the outcome, if it goes to 5, Murray State will host the OVC tournament here at Racer Arena. Leading the way and coming out of nowhere is Emily Harrison for the Cougars. She now has 12 kills. Through the first 3 sets, it was Taylor Jones. Jones still sits at 7, but has dropped her hitting percentage to just 250. Emily Harrison has bumped hers up to 600. For the Racers, it's a very balanced attack. 9 kills from Scottie Ingram, 8 from Kristen Besselson, 7 from Daisha Brown, 7 from Olivia Chapman, 7 from Camille Jones. The Racers are slightly out hitting the Cougars, 198 to 183, and out digging the Cougars, 59 to 42. But it's the blocks that are keeping SIUE in this game and stifling the Racers. We're about 20 seconds away from starting set number 4. And this is it for the Racers. If they win this set, they win the regular season championship. If the Cougars win the set, they win the regular season championship. It will be the Cougars to serve. And it is number 6, Dylan Ott. The last time she was back serving for the Cougars, they went on a 10-point run. Ingram with a nice soft touch shot, and the Racers get on the board first. That was Ingram on the slice or the curl, and instead of powering it, made the smart play. Stoltz now with the service. And it glances off the net, makes it over. Not what Stoltz necessarily was trying to do, but she'll take the ace. Set wide, and the block goes down to the ground on the Racer side. It looked like Chapman and Besselson combined but the Cougars get the kill. Shashak with the service. Set for Ingram. Ingram's double block, and Chapman put a hand on it but couldn't control it. Quick reaction time, but nothing she could do. 2-2. Shashak, short service. Bump set for Besselson. Double block is there once again. Ingram, the double block got there just a bit late, and it got into the hands of Taylor Jones. Ingram will earn the kill. Back set on the curl. Ingram's able to dig it up. Once again, same play, and this time Rachel Giustino gets the block. Giustino, the freshman, outside hitter. This time Taylor Jones for the Cougars with the big time kill from the middle. Giustino, Schwepker believes, could be the person to replace Scottie Ingram. Not that you can really compare anyone to Scottie Ingram at this point, a two-time OVC Player of the Year and possibly a chance to win it again this year. Giustino now. And Giustino lets it ride the top of the net, finds its way to the court. 5-3, the Racers lead. Set middle, soft touch. Back for Ingram. Blocked. Now out wide for Giustino. And this one goes off the tape, back into the court. And the Cougars will take the point. Racers lead 5-4. Jackie Scott back to serve. Out wide for Besselson. Besselson goes off the head of Shashak. Controlled, now blocked. One hand set for Daisha Brown, and Daisha Brown sends it down into the corner. Besselson now back to serve for the Racers. Sent out wide. That was Witt. Now Giustino off the double block, a diving attempt by Scott, but she can't get there. And the Racers back-to-back points, 7-4 lead. Kristen Besselson continues to serve. Back set. And they were gonna say it did find the line in play. Point for the Cougars. Taylor Jones now on the service. Set middle for Daisha Brown. Off the top of the double block, it is Doug. This one sent over softly. Now Giustino. Giustino punches it as the timing was off. The timing was off on that kill attempt, and Giustino did everything she could just to put it in play. Sent it wide. Bump set now for Giustino. And again, into the tape. No touch by the double block. It was all net as the tape sent it back in. We've got a quick pause in the action as the substitution assistant and the referee are having a chat. We did find out what the issue was at the end of set number 2 prior to our halftime break. The officials on the court were just verifying that the score was 24-9, not 23. And now we're having a conversation between the referee and head coach Leah Johnson of the SIUE Cougars. Once again, this is the regular season finale, and it came down to two teams fighting for the championship right. It just so happens that they play each other in the final week of the season. If the Racers take this to 5, regardless of a win or loss, they will retain the #1 seed and host. If the Racers lose, they will be co-champions, but the tiebreaker for the 1 seed will go to the Racers if it goes to 5 sets. If it's over in 4, the Racers will still tie and be co-champions, but they will not host the OVC championship. They've hosted 2 years in a row, trying to go for 3. So the conversation is over. Still not sure exactly what it was about. I do know it was between the referee and the substitution assistant, but it is Taylor Jones that sends it back into play for us. Daisha Brown will find an open area, and after that long break, the Racers will break the 3-point run the Cougars had going. Kaufman will check in. Kaufman, another one of those freshmen that Schwepker expects to play big minutes next year with 5 seniors graduating. Sent out wide for Ingram. Ingram, double block is there, and pumping her chest is #5, Carly Ramich, as she was able to get both hands in front of that shot attempt. Now subbing in and serving for the Cougars is #12, Samantha Knight, redshirt freshman. Set for Daisha Brown. Over in 2, Brown's there to dig it. Now for Ingram, double block, had time to set. She goes over top of it. Overpass, and finished in the middle by the Cougars. That was #5, Carly Ramich. The Cougars now lead 9-8 at set #3. Ingram now sends this one into the tape. And SIUE now has gotten 6 of the last 7 points. Back set for Daisha Brown. Just bumped over, and this was a smart play by Ingram. She saw the weak shot coming over, and the open area on the opposite side of the court just popped it over there. Daisha Brown now on the service. In the middle, and no touch by the Racers. It will be an errant shot. It looked like #5, Carly Ramich, was the one that took the shot, and dodging it was Daisha Brown. A slight overpass, jousted the net, and Stoltz was able to get it over. Sending this one wide and long is #16, Ashley Witt, and the Racers have rattled off their own 3-0 run. 11-10, they lead here in set #4. This time, Emily Harrison with the kill. Goes off the block attempt of Scottie Ingram. Checking in now is #6, Dylan Ott. She'll head back to serve for the Cougars. Sends it to Besselson. Now Besselson with the kill attempt from back behind the line. This is going to be #14, Emily Harrison sends it long. An error on the hit. Hannah Stoltz now serving. A soft touch. Ellie Lorenz with a great dig. Ingram jumps over her body, and then Besselson sends it into the net. 2 great plays And Besselson unable to convert on the attempt. Now Shashak. In the middle for Chapman. Shashak got hands on it, and they will get it back over. Great dig by Shashak. Out wide for Ingram now. Double block is there. Ellie Lorenz cleans up the trash. Besselson, double block is late. And that was a kill for Kristen Besselson. She is just 1 kill away from a milestone. Came into the day as MSU's 14th all-time kills leader. Set in the middle for Chapman. Pops it all the way across for Justino. Justino sends it off the block. The Racers back-to-back points. Racers now lead 14-12. It's Scottie Ingram on the service. A huge hit from number 7, Jackie Scott. That ball had some velocity on it. And now serving for the Cougars, number 19, Mallory Mangan. Helping it out is Ingram. She sets it up, and a shot by Justino catches the back corner. What a shot from the freshman. Another powerful shot dug up by Scottie Ingram, and that was a kill for Kristen Besselson. And that will be the 1,000th kill of Kristen Besselson's career. 1,000 kills in her career, just the 13th player to ever reach that milestone. And now the Racers with another kill, and they pull ahead 17-13. They take a timeout. We'll take a quick break here on the OVC Digital Network. Welcome back into Racer Arena. Once again, Kristen Besselson has achieved the milestone. She has 1,000 career kills, just the 13th player in Murray State history to reach that plateau. Racers lead 17-13 here in set number 4, trailing 2-0. And they have back-to-back points, looking to get a third. A slight pass to Besselson. Besselson's shot rides the rope. Besselson has to get it over. A tap shot. Besselson digs it. Bump set for Ingram. Back line, tapped over. Push down, a good shot from Taylor Held. She saw an opening, and instead of powering it, placed it. 17-14. And a great service. That was number 7, Jackie Scott. It'll go down as an ace. Besselson got a hand on it. It ricocheted off of a couple of other Racer players. We'll take a quick look at stats here while they're in a timeout. Ingram has 12 kills for the Racers, 20 digs for Scottie Ingram. A double-double for her. Kristen Besselson with her 10th kill puts her over that 1,000 kill mark for her career. She also has chipped in with 5 digs. Daisha Brown has 10 kills. She's hitting at 381. Chapman, 7 kills, hitting 636. As a team, the Racers are hitting 184. Stoltz has 40 assists to go along with 11 digs. For the Cougars, it's Harrison leading the way, 13 kills, hitting 423. Jones has 8 kills, hitting 250. Scott and Held with 6 kills each. Scott also has 17 digs, is 4 kills away from reaching that double-double. Assist, it is Knight and Mangan combining on the effort. They have 18 and 14 respectively, and the Cougars are hitting just 169 here in the match. The Cougars will make their way back to the court. And with that timeout over, it will be number 7, Jackie Scott, sending it into play. Cougars trail by 2. And a fake by Justino. Brown is the one that actually hits it. A rare fake play from the Racers. Now Besselson gets blocked. Lorenz was there. Now Justino. Double block was late, and they pay for it. It goes off the head of number 11, Taylor Held, and Justino will get the kill. Justino in relief now has 7 kills on the night. Back set. Sent all the way back for Justino, and another big time hit. And they were going to say that it was in fact a kill. A kill by the Racers, Justino. A quick conference as the Cougars were a little upset by Chapman powering it down after the whistle. And we'll get a timeout and we'll take a quick break. Be right back here on the OVC Digital Network. Welcome back to Racer Arena. SIUE is now out of timeouts here as they trail 19-15 in set number 4. And this kill by Taylor Jones as the Cougars try to get back into it. The Cougars need this set if they want the 1 seed and they want to host. The Racers just need to hold on to this set, and regardless of the outcome of 5th set, they will host. Justino. And what a play, the deflection, the dig attempt by Jackie Scott, and it just ricochets over the net into the court of play. The Cougars get the point. Out wide for Justino. Block was late. They just have to get it over. This is Taylor Jones. Free play now for the Racers. They'll set it in the middle for Daisha Brown. Daisha Brown finds the corner. The Racers now lead 20-17. Kaufman back to serve for the Racers. Overpass, and they get it over. Ingram is there. Double block, dug by Ellie Lorenz, but sent over the net, out of play. The Cougars will get the point. 2-point game here in the 4th set. It's do or die for the Cougars if they want to host the OVC tournament. Daisha Brown in the middle, off the double block. It gets touched again, but not controlled. The Racers will take the point. 4 points left to clinch another OVC title in the regular season for the Racers. Great play off the net by Stoltz. Chapman sent it over. A big-time dig from Kaufman. This one gets touched, as that was Emily Harrison on the kill. Now number 6, Dylan Ott, 21-19. On the curl is Chapman. Chapman puts it down. Just 3 more points. Hannah Stoltz now on the service. In the middle, sent long and out of play. Carly Ramich. 2 points away now, and Stoltz has yet to have an ace this evening. And she's usually good for 1 per set. Back curl, and somehow the Racers get that over in 3. Amazing play. And in a second attempt, Jackie Scott sent it at Ellie Lorenz. Lorenz laid out, but they can't repeat the miracle. The Cougars will take the point. Now Shashak. Set for Ingram. Ingram over the top of the double block, gets the kill. It is set point, and in all actuality for the Racers, this is championship point. This point could make the Racers host once again. Off the double block. In the middle, Chapman. It's dug by Shashak. Back set. Block is there. Justino can't control it. The Cougars will take the point, but the Racers still have 2 more. Make that 3 more opportunities. And the fans know it here. They are getting rowdy for this service. All the way out wide for Justino. Singular blocker. It is killed. The Racers will be the #1 seed for the OVC tournament. We are going to set number 5. They take it 25-21. And we called it in the opening. This match is going to go down to the wire. We'll be back to finish it in just a few moments here on the OVC Digital Network. Welcome back to Racer Arena. The Murray State Racers, by taking set number 4 and forcing a 5th set, have officially clinched the #1 seed. They will host the OVC tournament for the 3rd straight year. And this is just an incredible group, these 5 seniors for the Racers. It is Hannah Stoltz back to serve. Ingram, Brown, and Besselson each in double digits in kills for this match. And Stoltz sends this one just long. It'll go out of bounds. A service error. Here in set number 5, it is a race to 15. And SIUE is still playing for the opportunity to be co-champions with the Racers. They just won't be able to host. And this kill attempt goes off the hands of a Cougar. The dig is unsuccessful, goes out of bounds. It is 1-1 in this race to 15. Scottie Ingram on the service. Dug up by Ellie Lorenz, sent all the way across for Justino. The block is late, and Justino will get the kill. Back to back for the Racers. On the curl, it's Doug. Now set in the middle for Chapman, and Chapman continues to have a great night. Chapman with the kill. That is her 9th, and she was hitting .571 to that point. The Racers as a team were hitting .202. Ingram sends it back into play, out wide. And now Justino with the kill. 4 in a row for the Racers, and they lead 4-1. It will be a timeout for SIUE. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back here on the OVC Digital Network. Once again, welcome back in here to Racer Arena, where the Murray State Racers and the SIUE Cougars are going at it for the OVC championship. The Racers have already clinched the 1 seed by default of going to 5 sets, but the Cougars are still playing for a share of the title. If they win here in the 5th set, they will be co-champions. And now Besselson with the kill attempt, and Besselson gets the kill. 5 in a row for the Racers. And for Besselson, it's been a big night as she eclipsed the 1,000 kills club earlier in set number 4. On the curl, this one goes out wide, no touch from the Racers, and it is 6 in a row now. The Racers trying to close this out emphatically. Sent in by Ingram. On the curl, this time it's Jones, and Jones gets the kill. The Cougars now have Mallory Mangan back to serve. Bump set for Besselson, too close to the net. Besselson pokes it. A tap shot. Justino with the bump. And Justino now almost gets the kill. Great defense as Ott chases it down. Now Besselson off the top of the net. Dug up by the Cougars, bumped over. Now for Besselson again. The double block is late, but they do get enough. Kept alive off the block of Besselson. Besselson was already celebrating, thought the point was over, but we continue on here as Chapman sends this one in. Diving attempt from number 11, Taylor Held, is not enough. The Racers lead 7-2. The Racers trying to win here in 5 sets and be outright champions. Johns with the touch. And they are going to get a double hit on the Racers. Jackie Scott now with the serve. For Daisha Brown. Daisha Brown gets blocked. Justino tried to curl it around the pole. Unable to do so. And for the first time this set, it'll be back-to-back points for SIUE. The Racers will take a timeout. We'll take a quick break. Be right back here on the OVC Digital Network. I'd like to welcome you back here to Racer Arena and thank you for watching the OVC Digital Network coverage of the Murray State Racer basket volleyball game. There are 5 Racers with double-digit kills in this match. And the Racers are looking to close out set number 5. Out wide for Justino. A deflection off the top of the block goes out of bounds. And we will swap sides as the Racers have reached that halfway point. They have 8 points, lead 8-4. Ingram with a double-double. And Stoltz as well with a double-double. Stoltz now has 53 assists to go along with 13 digs. Ingram with 23 digs to go along with her 14 kills. Besselson sends it into play now. This is Witt, and a 2-time hit by Jones as she popped it to the top of the net. It came back to her and she hit it again. She knew she was in the wrong at that point, and the Racers will get the point. 9-4 is the lead. Timeout SIUE. We'll take another break and be back here on the OVC Digital Network. Racer Arena. The SIUE Cougars trying to claw their way back into this one, down 9-4. No timeouts left. They need this one in order to be co-champions. Besselson sends it into play. Back set. Ingram gets a piece. Saved by Besselson, but no one able to get the third and final hit to get it over. SIUE, of course, beat the Racers in the OVC soccer tournament. Went on to win the conference tournament. As this will be a service ace from Jones. SIUE then went on to beat Notre Dame in the NCAA tournament, as Jones with a great short service just cleared the net. Justino now sends it into the net. 3 straight points for the Cougars. 9-7, timeout for the Racers. We'll take one more break, and we'll be back here to finish out set number 5 on the OVC Digital Network. And for the final time, welcome back to Racer Arena. There will be no more breaks from this point forward, no timeouts left. Our Racers lead 9-7. It is tied 2 sets apiece, and we are racing to 15, win by 2. Jones sends this into play. For Daisha Brown, sends it long, and out of play, out of the timeout. The Racers had what they were looking for, just didn't quite execute on the finish. It is 4 straight points for SIUE as they are clawing their way back into this one, down by 1 now. For Justino, chasing it, and an attempt by Mangan to get it over in 3. Gets it over the net, but can't quite get it into the court of play. The Racers will take the point, now lead 10-8. It'll be Kaufman on the serve. Back set, off the double block. Kaufman gets the dig. Bump set for Ingram. Ingram goes into the double block softly, and they can't control it. Goes out of bounds. Looked like it went off the hands of number 11, Taylor Held. The Racers now lead 11-8. All the way across for Witt. Overpass, and Stoltz giving chase, but can't get there. 11-9 now. This has been one of the all-time greatest volleyball matches that I have ever seen here at Racer Arena. And I 100% expect to see these two teams face off again in the OVC tournament. As this service goes long, it's a service error. The Racers 3 points away now from the outright OVC regular season championship as Daisha Brown returns the favor with a service error. 12-10 now. Both teams starting to feel a little bit of the pressure. And this will be Dylan Ott, the freshman from Grand Rapids, Michigan. For Chapman on the curl. And this one goes out of play. Emily Harrison with the attempt down the line, misses. 2 more points, and the Racers are the outright OVC regular season champions for the 3rd straight year. Stoltz for Besselson. Besselson sends it over top softly. Now Ott off the tape. Now Ingram. Double block is there. It is out of play. The Racers now 1 point away. They have 4 match points. It'll be Hannah Stoltz back to serve. And that is her first service ace of the evening. And the Racers are the outright OVC regular season champions. They finish with just 1 loss in conference play. SIUE will remain the number 2 seed. The Racers will host. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, actually we're going to stay right here as we're going to have a special presentation on the floor. Looks like it will be Director of Athletics Alan Ward, and we expect it to be something to do with one of the all-time greatest volleyball players to ever grace the courts for Murray State University. That is Scottie Ingram.
Time goes too fast.
Let's see everybody.
There you have it, folks. Scottie Ingram's number 7 will be retired. No one for the rest of Murray State will ever be able to wear the number 7. The Racers win in 5 sets, 25-22, 25-10, 25-17, 25-21, and 15-10. They will be the 1 seed. They will host the OVC tournament, and you can catch that here on the OVC Digital Network.